The world is perception. Everyone will always perceive someone in a certain way or something. Humans in true nature will always have preconstructed thoughts and opinions on anything or anyone because humans are naturally distinctive creatures and for good reason through pattern recognition and experience. So that's why people who look filthy usually are. And fortunately or unfortunately, people will always treat and judge by appearance. So it's very important that you present yourself into a favorable manner towards your standards. So how you present yourself is how you're going to be perceived. So you can't be shocked if someone thinks that you're homeless if you're wearing raggedy clothes now, right? If you eat like crap, you'll look and feel like crap. You become what you consume. If all you do is consume Netflix, social media content, watching sports, catching up on internet beef and drama, celebrities, looking at girls on social media, jerking off, eating snacks all day, it should be no surprise why you are where you are and you look the way you look in your life being how or where it is. Now I can expand on that on a different time, but if you guys are struggling with any addictions or want to overcome them, I'll make a I'll make a video about that for sure because I think all of you will be able to benefit from that because addictions addictions are perceived as something that's bad or something that's there to destroy you unless you're addicted to, let's say, you're addicted to physical activities. So now that just raises your physical capabilities. Then is it really an addiction or is it? I don't really know the opposite of addiction actually. So let's just say good addiction. So there's good and bad. So if it's bad addiction, then and you want to eliminate that, then I'll make one, or you can contact me, and I'll guide you to where you want. Because here's the thing with Hollywood, sports, celebrities, and movies, and everything else that you see on the internet or that are out there. Ultimately, they're just circuses that are. Well, what do you gain from circus? Well, you laugh, you're provided with entertainment, which are just there to take your time. I understand that you might enjoy those since they were supposed to take your attention because if they don't then well they make no money. So I'm not telling you to not do those things, but if they're not benefiting you in any way, if you're not in a position where life looks the way you want it to be, then it's just gonna bring you down and destroy you, man. So I advise you all to look around because the system is designed to enslave the people. It's very important they keep you distracted so you become quite comfortable, so you're quite chill and lazy, weak, and afraid. They're trying to keep, it's like, when you put a frog in boiling water, it's gonna jump out. But if you gradually boil the water, the frog will stay and ultimately just melt. Or it can be in a way where, okay, let's say you dip your toes in ice and by your reflex, because it's not something comfortable, you're going to take your feet away. So why shouldn't it be the same for you? I mean, that's their whole point. So that when you're in an uncomfortable situation, I'm not saying that dipping your toes in cold water will be bad, but that's just an example because, or let's say lava, then okay, something like that, something not beneficial to you, so that you ultimately, well, so that the baseline is that so they take your money and for you to keep relying on them and keep seeking them because you need them, which, let's all be real, you really don't need these kinds of people. That's why most of the things in the media are pushing certain ideas and agendas that are ultimately just gonna be there to destroy you. So I strongly advise that you all become as strong as possible, so that you have circumstances in your favor. Resist oppression and enslavement. That's why certain agendas are propagated, such as racism, sexism, and any other ism that are related to those are, for one, to create separation, divide and conquer, and place people in groups and people turning against each other, destroying the family unit, manipulate children and women, so the people in control stay in control and gain more control over our thoughts and opinions, or our consciousness. Which, again, it's all done very purposely. I just wanted to get this out because they're trying to control our perception, ultimately. Because if you keep putting all of these wars, all of these racist and sexist stuff that really, again, it's just people are just naturally racist or sexist people, because, I mean, for good reason. If you think this dude is finna rob you because of the way he looks, then he probably is. But they're trying to make it so that you don't think that way, so that, oh, just a scruffy looking dude, definitely shouldn't clench my bag. So you become docile, basically. They're trying to nurture your natural instincts, which, so that when you're in a dangerous situation, you don't see it for what it is, and that you think that it's somewhat safe. It can't be how it is, and that's just their whole goal, really. Well, I was gonna get into certain stuff like corn. I don't even feel comfortable saying the actual terminology because it's disgusting. To me, it sounds disgusting. And because it's degrading. Also, it's very cock behavior, really. But look, I'll make a more in-depth video regarding on that, because I know a lot of people really still do struggle with this, because, well, they make it that way. Not just with that, but with everything in the world. That's why I remember back in, okay, let's say elementary. I heard this statement: it's never judge a book from its cover, and other statements that are related to that, and they're pushing it for reasons in their favor, as I previously went over through, because so that you don't judge people for what they are, because what they are is who they are, really. Okay, one big thing: if some dude look like a pedophile, then it should be no surprise that they are. I mean, looking into the people that are, I'll start. Let's just say BBC news reporters, which recently some of them have been caught talking to young boys on the internet. Disgusting. But they're trying to make it so that those so certain people are safe, and so that certain people are not. Because you will never see. I'm pretty sure someone that doesn't look like a pedophile will not. It's always the weird looking ones when someone looks weird. I don't know, but maybe that's just why. it's disgusting, really. You know, I might. Am I going off topic? No, it's still in topic. Okay, good. That's why I wrote, just a few notes so I can expand on them. Although I didn't really add the news reporters for this one, but I think it's still important to add because these are the people that are in control. Satanic pedophiles. These people are. I want to say it again. Again, they're just pedos, basically. And these are the people that are running the world and want to continue to run the world for heinous reasons. But again, because I'm sure you, the person watching this, has preconstructed thoughts towards people and the world we live in. And a good example is if there's a transgender and their physical characteristics look like a dude, and then you assume that they are trans and that they are not, and that they are a man, well, it's because they are. It's really odd how they're trying to. Well, it's not odd. It's just for power gain, so that we think a certain way. So, this means, well, back to the topic on perception towards other people. So let's head on over back to the actual topic, which is just with people to people, not with the world. Let's just say people to people. So this means that everyone has already decided who you are. Let's say this person might think you're an absolutely amazing, outstanding, smart, capable person, while someone else thinks you are a complete douche. And the reality is, you could be actually the good characteristics that I've mentioned, or a total douche. When you think of someone, it's because that's what you decided they are. So if someone thinks of you to be a certain person or have specific characteristics, that means they've already decided on the person you are towards them. So to close this video, it's getting actually quite long. I didn't expect for it to get this long, actually. I thought this would just take 5 minutes. Might have to cut some off, but life is perception. So how you perceive things is how they are. So I want you guys to start utilizing your power, which is your mind. The only thing you have control over. I'm not saying your body as well and your thoughts and opinions, but ultimately it's your mind, because, well, if you couldn't think, then you couldn't move, can you? I couldn't do this. It's a power in my mind. I have telekinesis, I'm gonna move it to the right. See? Shit. I might be captured because I have telekinetic powers. That does sound cool. So I guess we all are telekinetic people, because we can control our bodies. That's pretty cool. So I want you guys to. Maybe I'm dragging this out now, and there's always room for a next video. So, well, I'll see you guys on the next one. I'll try and upload one again today, because I haven't uploaded one yesterday. So, I'll get this out for you guys. And I wish you all the blessed